25% off subs until 1/2.
Bonus bits. Such a
Bonus
value.
bits.
Yes.
That sounds dirty.
On that note, we're live with session 17 of the Goblin-Orc Nation Liberation. Do you guys remember what you did last time and what you want to do today?
I think last time was just boring. We sat around reading all the time.
I took a nap.
Yeah. No, we last time we went to the lakeside town with the rock trolls Rubyback and Emerald Shoulder. And we went with them to the outskirts of town. We decided to get Katara to lure the evil party.
Bad plan, the all bad plan.
Well, I mean, you of all of us, you were the most convincing, I guess. So it would have been worse if we had all gone together. We really all suck at lying. So anyway, so yeah, Katara went to town, claimed she'd been attacked, and that her party members had been taken, and basically led the other party out to us. And we were able to kill several of them, except for the cowardly wizard and sorcerer that ran away. We followed them to town, but basically the sorcerer had gotten there first and, warned them, so they were all like on defense, and they're like, we dispatched a message to Rachel for help. And so, under that circumstance, the party's like, well, we can't exactly force the issue. But as we were deciding on our next course of action, we basically had beat the wizard back to town, and so Oz got like a whiff of the wizard's scent. And Tinsel was tempting various people. Gamix got an offer from Tinsel to give Tinsel their spell, or Tinsel would give Gamix their spells back for the day if they lay waste to the town. And then that was when Oz caught the scent of the dwarf, and she attempted to track the wizard. We followed, and Oz also got a choice from Tinsel. Tinsel said that they would bless her with the ability to follow the scent and get vengeance. So Oz, not being, very intelligent, but, not knowing what else to do, takes out this dagger to Ariel that we had used for the ceremony and asks Ariel what she should do. And ostensibly, Oz hears the voice of Ariel, and Ariel tells Oz that the dwarf is a child killer and asks her to slay the dwarf with the dagger. So Oz followed the scent. We tracked down the dwarf. We were basically able to kill him, and Oz finished off the dwarf with the knife of Ariel.
Very good. So yeah, you guys.
Drama.
Hmm?
No
I
drama.
just said the drama.
Yeah, so you guys find yourself a little bit of ways outside of Lakeside with this murdered dwarf who is rummaging through all their magic items and putting it into their bags.
I feel like you usually do that, Oz.
Yeah, where did we get it? I didn't think we had gotten it yet.
No, I'm giving it to you now.
Okay.
I'm just wondering who is doing it. So I
Because
guess
you
it's
gave
Oz.
us. It is going into mine.
Okay.
As you gave us the rings of protection, you said there was going to be one more.
Yes.
It's with 3.
So yeah, I'm just gonna give you them to you identified.
Okay.
You guys are a high level party. You guys can figure it out eventually. I'm gonna just
So John,
Okay.
you're making my wealth by level look insane when you do this.
Well, yeah, I'll just put on your sheet, and I can just tell you which they are if you wanted to keep it separate or something. So he had an amulet of magecraft, bracers of armor +1, headband of arcane energy, jaunt boots, and a ring of protection. His was +1. So those are his items that you can strip him of.
And some of this is actually just going to go straight to Gamax if Gamax can take them.
Mm.
think
I
they
would like
already
to
have-
carve the message "child killer" on his forehead.
Jesus,
Oh my
for
God.
real, or
Yeah.
okay? Do you have like a
really hard
knife
to
on
do.
you, or
Huh?
do you have a knife
Using the
on
knife
you?
of the aerial.
Oh my
I have.
god.
I know. I have my own dagger.
Okay, you're just gonna start carving this in his head.
Yeah.
Oh, and I gave you. You did the blood thing already, right? You got his blood.
Oh, that's right. I need to. Yeah. I think I,
gave
did
you
that
a spell
last.
book, right? Yeah. Because you
Yes,
get to pick.
you did.
a
That's
spell.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure I did give you that, right?
You did.
Okay. And you have to pick a spell from that. Is it like now, or do you have to do it now, or when do you have to do it by?
I think whenever I do the,
Blood inscription. Blood inscription, right? Is that what it's called? I forget what it's called.
blood transcription.
Blood transcription. Blood transcription. So everyone can just see you consuming a pint of this guy's blood, killed within the last 24 hours. You can attempt to learn the spell because you select one spell available. There must be a spell on your spell list. You gain the knowledge of the spell for 24 hours. During this time, you have 24 hours to actually permanently get the spell by making the check for it. Yes, I don't know. Did you have a chance to pick which one you wanted, or we could do this later? I
actually, we were talking about. I could pick a higher level spell that basically once I become that level, that I could use it, or how are we going to do that?
if you want to learn, so this is just by the rules. If you want to learn a higher level spell, it'll just be in your formulae book. You just can't prepare or cast it until you are able to. But you can nothing can stop you from learning like a 9th level spell. If you can make the check, you make the check. So as I think we're looking, it's 15 plus the spell level spellcraft, and you can take 10 on it. Not in the field right now, so you could do it later when you have like a relaxing environment. So whatever if you want to just take 10, that'll be 10 plus your bonus. That will make you auto learn the spell level. But if you want to go for something more ambitious, you'll have to roll if you want to get a higher check or something.
I was going to try and learn that Dragon's Breath spell.
Okay, and by taking 10, do you auto get that spell?
Let's see.
And is that on the alchemist list? Because it has to be on the alchemist list.
Yes, it's a 4th level alchemist spell.
Okay. Yeah.
So the deal is,
So you need a 19.
yeah, and I can only cast up to 3rd level right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have a +10 on my spellcraft.
Perfect. So yeah, you can auto learn that spell. So you can just add it to your formulae book. Or I guess I don't know if it shows up until your class can actually do it. So maybe just make a note on your sheet somewhere that you have learned that spell. So once you're able to actually prepare it, you can do so.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to note that somewhere. Other than that, yeah. So you guys get the gear. You're outside of the town with this dead dwarf. What are you guys doing?
I'm handing the rings to people real quick.
Okay.
And the boots to Gamax. I'm assuming we spend a little bit of time trying to make sure we know what these things are, and then I think we would end up with everybody gets a ring of protection too, because there's no reason not to. If we have them, I don't think anybody has 2 rings.
Well, you should
currently.
only have 3 plus 2, and then this guy's ring was +1, unless you have another one somewhere.
I'm keeping the ring of plus. Sorry, I'm keeping the ring of +1.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
The rest of the party's getting the ring +2.
Gotcha.
It's maybe something where it might be worth it to give the ring +1 to Dot, but I don't think so. If a ranged person starts fighting Dot, it's better that Dot have a higher AC, whereas I have the hit points, and so it's kind of like fine for me to have the lower overall AC. Because we also want things to feel like they can kill me, so that they keep focusing fire on me instead of taking out the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Did you already put the +2 on my sheet? You're
Yes.
gifted. Okay.
I've
I
gifted
was
it
like,
to everybody. And then the jaunt boots are going to be useful for you, Michelle, because you can 3 times per day as a move action, essentially teleport to somewhere within 15 feet. So that can get you out of some scrapes if something gets close to you. You can move action away and then do whatever. And with your reach, cast a spell, reach, hit something. So I think that will come in good handy for you. The other thing is this amulet, this headband of arcane energy. I think that's less useful than you just having the amulet of natural armor. But because you have to sacrifice arcane spells to get some slight benefit. This could give you an AC bonus of, but it's a deflection bonus, and you already have a deflection bonus. So. This is probably something we'll end up selling off. And we still have these talismans to identify. And if we get another ring, we still also have this Hand of Glory. Which actually would have been super useful for me to have potentially thrown on earlier in this fight. Do I have an amulet right now? Do I have any sort of neck thing? Anyway, that's all I got, sorry.
Yeah, so you guys are kind of handing out gear, shuffling things around. Then what do you do?
Dot, do you have any healing to spare? I think I have Asian to use it, if not.
I do have some Cure Light Wounds that I can use. I know that's not probably enough to heal you back up to full, but I can at least give you 2 of those. And
What does everyone else have?
I only have potions at this point.
I meant in terms of health.
I'm 66 out of 97.
Okay.
53 out of 73.
Dot, you're okay?
oh yeah, I don't have any. I've not taken any damage.
How did I take so much damage?
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
if you don't mind hitting me with
You were in the front of the combat for the bigger time.
a
yeah.
couple of your light, that would help.
So I'm gonna use both of my Cure Light on Katara then.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. What's the game plan, party?
I'm gonna
Well,
stick
I-
2 Alchemist Fire in your bag, Oz.
Okay, go for it.
Should I just send that to you?
Yes, please.
I'm guessing I should get back to Rachel.
I would agree. Good to be home again.
What are we gonna do with Emerald Shoulder and Ruby Back?
We tell them all solved. Time to go home.
Yeah, I can return.
We kept our end of bargain to them.
I will I will suggest to the Ruby back and Emerald Shoulder that perhaps it's good to leave one person alive so that they know what happens to people that kill other people's children.
Yeah.
Tell the tale.
Sure. Throw me one diplomacy check from anyone just to convince them that this is the right thing to do. They're pretty agreeable to you at this point, so the check's not hard. Any assists are welcome, but not needed. Natural 20, very nice. Yeah, you guys as a team kind of talk to them, tell them about this. Most of these people are dead, just one survivor. They can tell the tale, warn them not to mess with them. And they thank you profusely for following through with what you said you would do. And they'll head back up to their mountain. Unless there's anything else you want from them.
Think so.
Alright. They head out. Boop. They start walking another way up towards the mountains. And you guys start walking your way back to Rachel?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You just leave this dwarf body here?
I was considering tying him to a tree or something, but
After carving child killer on his head.
yeah.
Jeez. Okay. Okay. So you guys
I
were.
don't want to eat him. I don't want to catch whatever makes you a baby killer.
So from where you are, it's about a full day travel back to Rachel. And you guys can begin your journey. Just a little thought. Anyone care about what's happening when you get back to the city? Do you guys care about any repercussions for what's happened here? Do you have any plans to talk to Ronald?
I
I
don't
feel
even comprehend repercussions.
well, I feel like that part of Dot's desire to get back to the city is basically because for whatever Ronald's hearing, he's only hearing one side of the story. And so we need to explain ourselves, I suppose. So
I don't think there's any side of the story that we can tell that's going to put us in any better a light. But because, like, what are we going to do? We came there literally to kill 5 people that killed trolls. The entire civilized society does not think trolls are creatures that deserve to be bargained with.
But we already told him that we were bargaining with him because we explained that to him when we came
but
back.
Ronald can't protect us against all of the consequences of society. It's civilized society that we have to deal with the repercussions from, not Ronald. And we did kind of march on the city and almost threaten them. Maybe actually even threaten them. I can't fully remember.
Who knows?
So we might still be in trouble, is all I'm saying. And I don't know if we can just easily talk our way out.
Yeah, this is something you guys should be chatting about in character as you're walking. You got a whole day's travel back to the city, so you got a lot of time to talk about what you, if you want to get your story straight, if you guys want to tell a different tale, maybe they came after you, whatever you want to do. You have the travel to figure it out, and once you've let me know you've figured it out, we can say you're back in the town in the evening.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did Katara recognize the Slender Man from the posters?
She did, yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, my recollection is you made a perception check and you noticed the poster, but you didn't you acknowledged that you recognized who it was, but you didn't care about it. You were just like, oh, whatever, and you were
okay.
just doing your own thing. But you didn't share that with the party, and you don't have to. So it's up to her if she wants to talk about that.
I wouldn't have.
I was
Crossed
just
my mind.
thinking if there was a way we could I don't know, tie them in with that guy since he also apparently likes to kill children and eat them.
Well, we only get one attempt at Bissy level diplomacy here, and that is what would be required to. It would actually require Bissy level bluff for us to be able to
We
convince them
don't
that
have that.
this has somehow got something to do with that other character. Because they're going to be able to describe all 4 of us in good enough detail.
Yeah, I think we just need to be honest with Ronald. Like,
Yeah,
we're
and we
not
need
enough liars. It would come back to bite us.
And we need to be more realistic about what the bigger picture is and just see where this is going to lie. And we know if we lose support of Rachel, we know that at least in Jan knows how bad things are, and they've had firsthand experience of it, so they'll be more friendly to us if we can't manage to stay in Rachel. But I am worried this will jeopardize us in Rachel, because Rachel might have to make a whatever of us, an example of us.
Strategic
sort of before.
decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll just have to explain to Ronald that this party had done really bad things. They were helping to bring to justice for what they had done. And we tried to see if we could get any information on these other groups of giants, but unfortunately that didn't pan out. And that we're ready to go take on the stone giant. It's the stone giant, right? No.
Yep.
Who is it that we have left?
It's the stone giant. The stone giant is the next one. It's on the map there. It's the stone giant.
Unless
We're doing
they
the
have
stone
any
giant because we
updates.
said we were going to deal with it, and then we're either the Veds or the Marrows, I think, basically is.
All right. So is that the plan? Just go with the honest truth, and you guys are good with that?
Yeah, I mean,
That's my plan. I'm not great at bluffing.
Okay. Nothing will really bother you on your road back, but you guys can enter the city at the setting of the sun. And what would you like to do? It's getting late. You can rush to have a meeting with Ronald if you want, or you can just wait till he calls upon you, or...
I think it's kind of critical at this point that we meet with him.
All right.
Yeah,
So
we
I would
can
be-
go see him and then rest.
Okay, yeah, so you want to go see Ronald, so that'll be in your secret little tavern, but it is late, so it's not happy-go-lucky Rachel music right now.
Hmm.
Where's my... we'll go with this music. You can make your way to the tavern. It's quite lively, but you make your way to the back room where you usually meet with Ronald. As you can signal your allies in this tavern that you need a meeting with Ronald, and he'll be here in a bit. So you guys get ushered into this back room that you're accustomed to, this stone kind of room that's, I mean, previously you've been told has been given manners of scribe protection, stuff like that. There's a big stone table in the middle with some chairs around. You guys can sit or stand, your choice. You'll be
This is
waiting
the
here
part
for...
where they rat us out, a bunch of guards come in, we all go to jail, the campaign's over.
So one question
Guys, here's your Christmas present.
one question I have is there only the one door in and out?
Of this room, yeah.
Yes. Are there any windows?
No.
Okay.
You looking for escape routes?
Possibly.
They're always good to have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no windows. It's just like a stone, 15 by 15 room. Just with that table, the chairs, there's that chest behind the table and one chair where Ronald usually sits. The chest is locked at the moment. Usually, that's where he keeps any supplies or items that you guys have asked for, or any safekeeping if you wanted, you could keep there. But 5 to 10 minutes pass. Do you guys do anything or speak about anything while you're waiting? You guys kind of just sit in silence, somber silence.
I'll be
Play a
looking
little
around
card
the
game.
I would be looking around the room, just kind of, being nosy.
Yeah.
taking it in.
Yeah, it just looks like it usually does. Nothing new.
Are there papers or anything?
No papers on the desk, which is normal. Usually, Ronald kind of comes in with a bunch of scrolls and papers and unrolls them on the table to talk about what you need to talk about. But nothing left there now. But yeah, if you guys have nothing to say or nothing to speak about, 15 minutes pass and Ronald kind of rushes through the door. He closes it behind him and he goes, "Oh, thank God you're all here."
What's happened?
Yeah, we're glad for that.
Yes, I just got news. The stone giants, at least, and I can expect the rest. It seems word has got around that you're wiping out these giant camps. I had feared that you went straight there after your little whatever you were doing. But yes, I got word from our scouts that they've been visited by other giants and they left increased guards and other giants there to defend them. I
Where
assume.
was this?
We confirmed it at the stone giants, but I assume all other giant camps that we know about are probably being reinforced or something.
Sounds about right. I'm wondering when they'll be ready to move out and start their attacks.
Yes, we're pretty confident. It shouldn't be any time soon. It seems like they're waiting for something, or they need time for something. And we're hoping you can help us figure it out.
Yeah, we tried to get more information about those 2 new camps of giants, but we haven't found anything out yet, unfortunately. Have you heard anything else about them?
Out of character, I don't remember if I gave you a lowdown on what those giants were, but we can talk about them if you want. He'll let you know in character. I just didn't want to repeat the same information, but he'll let you know that they have like the type of giants they are and stuff like that, but not much about their camps since they were located. He assumes his information is now old. And I'll just pop back into Ronald and say, if you plan on taking down the stone giants first, that'll give us time to try and update our intel on the other 2 sites, see if they've had an increase in people or something different. And perhaps since you're already over there, I don't know if you're going to want to come back for that information. We can figure a way to get it to you if it's pertinent.
Is there any chance the data is backwards? Marrows are, I thought, so this is maybe my magic knowledge, but marrows are like the water types.
That's right. And there is a pond there.
Is there a body of water there?
Yeah, I might have covered it with the symbol, but that's water there.
Oh, okay. There's like the stream coming down the mountain and then it ends in, yeah, okay. It's just very dark there, so I thought that was a cloud.
No, that's
like,
yeah, it's a kind of like a
swampy water.
Yeah, swampy-ish water, yeah.
Okay, got it. That makes much more sense. Thank you.
Well, you won't have to worry about the rock trolls. They have been mollified.
What does that mean?
Well, you recall that we spoke with them and they weren't part of the general giant uprising. They were upset because some adventurers had killed their children.
So we'll help bring those adventurers to justice.
Oh, is that why you were asking about those adventurers in Lakeside? Was that them?
Yes, they were the one that killed the children.
Oh my. Well, I can definitely start the process to bring them before the courts and Rachel. They'll answer.
There's only one of them left, so.
I'm sorry, what?
They're dead.
That's what I meant by bringing them to justice. We killed 4 out of the 5.
You killed them?
They killed children.
Other choice was potential troll invasion of city.
Yes.
Seem
This was
easy
how
solve.
we mollified the troll. I think that's what you said.
Yes, mollified.
I don't know the meaning of the word, but anyways, you're sure the trolls didn't lie to you? And you're sure you killed the people
We
that...
believe them.
How do you know?
We have good instinct.
Yes.
We trust them. They had a lot of details. The story was consistent across multiple people.
Did any of your, any of the people you killed, did they confess to their crimes?
Men I kill
What
say
have you
sorry.
asked?
Say sorry. Sorry for
Yes.
what?
For being part of thing.
So he
Ariel even say he do thing have to die.
Ariel?
Ariel
goddess?
spoke in ears when I used when I held dagger. She tell me
Dagger?
murder baby. He
Are you-
must
are you
die.
showing him the
that.
dagger?
I held up the dagger. Yeah.
Where did you get that?
I had this made in ritual. Came from holy symbol of Ariel. Had someone in
Where'd you get that?
Had someone in make it so I could carve up giant horn.
You had someone in make a holy symbol of Ariel, and then you made it into a knife?
Yes. I got approval from clergy. They say good job.
They say not to use it to terminate pregnancies, but
They said not to kill anyone with it, but then
Huh.
Ariel tell me message. Ariel tell me message it okay.
Oh my god. Oh gods, what have you done?
I killed man who
What's
killed
wrong?
babies with knife of anti-kill babies.
That's not that. I don't even really care about that. You just killed people without bringing them to justice? You can't just do that.
That's how we brought them to justice.
Aren't
You're-
we killing bunch of people? Aren't we killing bunch of living things, bringing them to justice for their crimes they have not committed yet?
It's different. These people are part of Rachel's jurisdiction, whatever the word is. They're under our protection in that town.
Look,
They-
I'm not very smart, okay? But I live in country and heard these words before when I get taken. I hear I don't get say because I not part of country. All these giants, they in country. They part of country. We go kill them before they kill us. Same concept. They kill our babies, we stop from kill babies.
And how would you
And
feel about this
we
if it
believe
turns out they
this was
didn't
something.
kill any babies?
How would I feel about this if all the giants turned out they weren't actually going to attack?
But they.
I don't
we-
think those giants were smart enough to lie to us, to be honest.
the thing is, you can see on a parent's face when they have the pain of losing a child.
I'm
And
not saying that something didn't happen, that it's true, but I just don't know if you got the right person, if there's more to the story. You have to get the whole details. What if the
Maybe
trolls?
The first time I should have brought back body.
Yes,
I
that might
didn't
have
think
been
to
helpful.
eat. I thought maybe minimize eating human more.
So wait, you
We-
said there's one still alive.
the sorcerer, yes,
Hmm.
he ran away.
By the gods.
That guy's coming back to fight with the giants.
Well, I'm sure this has already been reported to some extent. It's probably above my head. I haven't even
Oh,
heard
yes.
about it. When did this
I'm sure
happen?
they'll let people know. Yesterday?
Oh.
Earlier today? Something like that.
Okay, well, this is where I need Steve's best judgment for Ronald. Do your best not to have your current
Yeah.
character influence. So Ronald is stuck between a hard place here because he's a good guy. He's a lawful, whatever, not lawful, but he's good, aligned.
He is neutral good, yeah.
Yeah, and he's just heard that this party has committed some sort of crime.
Or no,
But-
he was true neutral. I made him. I thought originally he was true neutral.
Well, Sure.
He
Whatever.
just
Whatever.
operates towards society's betterment is more important. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. With that in mind, so he knows that eventually down the line, someone's going to come asking to put this party in jail and face a trial for what's happened here.
Yeah,
But if that happens, you're not going to be able to fight these giants. So Ronald has a choice now to detain you or to make you or tell you to leave and not come back until this is sorted. So stay in the western part of the country, while the eastern part of the country, they're not going to go send people all across the country to go find you guys. It's kind of like, don't come back for X amount of time while I deal with this. He's gonna probably have to pull his Bisaba links, pull some leverage there, and then make it go away, kind of thing.
I don't think he's going to do any of this. I think Ronald knows that in setting this up, he was picking a crew that were going to be wild cards, that were going to have some level of like plausible deniability. I picked a group that I thought would be the most effective. They may have been reckless in what they did, but I needed somebody who wasn't going to feel pity for these monsters who want to wipe out an entire, like, all the development of civilization. And sometimes to fight monsters, you have to pick monsters. And so Ronald's position on this would be, I think, to just tell this party, hey, you need to go and you need to be successful at whatever you do, and you need to kind of hope that the history books are going to write your story positively and that someone will hear about it. Because otherwise, there are no more strings to pull. There are no more ways I can smooth this over. This is your last chance. Succeed or be imprisoned. Or something along those lines. I think that's the only way that I could see Ronald looking at this. Unless you have another perspective on it.
Well, the only other perspective is Bisaba is going to be involved in this as well. So it's going to be basically up to Bisaba what happens here.
I guess, yeah, there's probably enough linkage between this party and Ronald that Bissy would learn that these are connected. Because the plan was Ronald was just trying to do this sort of as a side shot and use some of Bissy's resources because it's part of the bigger picture. But
yeah, but the amount of spies and things that Bissy has everywhere, like, your party has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah. So
it would, at some point, maybe when you were like level 5 or 6, there was definitely like rumors of like, oh, there's this group going around doing these things, and it's clear like it would have been traced back to like to make sure they're not like a threat to Aldebaran or other places.
So,
but yeah,
going with the conversation between my two characters, that is where it gets a little more tricky.
This is big picture stuff that you can think about. The immediate Ronald decision is that like you said, he needs to either send the party off, or if they stay here, they're going to be arrested at some point.
Yeah, so, no, it's going to be send the party off. The party needs to leave. The party cannot come back to Rachel because Rachel will make an example of them. They definitely can't go to Aldebaran either. They might not even be safe in although they've made contact. The party's made enough contacts in but the best bet is probably just to focus forward and try to minimize contact with anybody who's too strongly allied that doesn't know what these giants are doing, right? So they might find allies in Einbeck and Einbrock because they've probably seen what the giants are up to at this point. So maybe he would recommend, like, if you need a place to go, that's probably the safest place. But otherwise, like, don't come back here anymore until the job is done, and find a way to let me know before the job. Find a way to let me know when the job is done before you come back here.
Yeah.
The job is done, meaning the stone giant or all the giants?
All the giants. Until the big picture is finished.
Mm-hmm. Ronald will kind of say, if you come back and you solve what's happening, I think that'll be enough to clear your names. But I can buy you a few days at max. So if you have anything you want to offload, upgrade, get new items, you better do it quick.
All right, I'll drop the talismans in front of him and ask him to ID those.
Sure. He will
then-
do so. And yeah,
And then
so you guys
I
have a
also-
few days you can lay low and you can buy things or sell things if you want. This will be your last time in a city, at least that you can plan safely on. 100% for the foreseeable future. So if there's anything you want to buy or sell, you got to do it now.
Yeah, I'll also... We have this Amulet of Magecraft to sell off as well. And a +1 bow and a +1 bracers of armor.
Yeah, you can just take 65% of its value.
Okay, cool. We'll start mathing.
I think Dot would use her time to use the potion of Ariel and do some crafting, like of the cure moderate wounds potions.
And which component are you using to use with the potion?
Well, so according to the spell, it's something killed within the last 24 hours. The only thing that I have that would apply would be the wizard's blood.
Okay. It's actually within an hour.
Oh, within an hour. Damn.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I won't be able to do that. Unless I
Mhm.
went and killed something else, like a bunny.
You can attempt to do it. This is the details like I said, you have to experiment with it to get more details on it. And that's just what you've kind of written in your formulae book. I'm okay with you trying to do it with older blood if you want. You just don't
in
know.
that case,
You just don't
I
know
would
what would
try the
happen.
dragon. I want to try the dragon blood.
Oh, you have dragon blood. Okay. I forgot you had that. And how old is this dragon blood?
We killed that dragon on our way up to see Rubyback and Emerald Shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be like 2 or 3 days by now.
Okay. And you want to just use one vial, two vials? I don't know how many you have. How many are you trying to use for this?
I have 2 vials. I'll use both vials on it.
All right. Remove those from your character sheet. And give
Okay.
me a... Put yourself on blind GM roll and give me a D100. Very good, very good. And your intention for this is you want to like improve your crafting, right? You just want to use it for crafting?
Yes, I want to replenish some of our store of potions while we're in a city and I have some downtime.
All right, so, well, before you get to do this, what is everyone else doing? So are you guys kind of going your separate ways for a few days to do what you need to do? Or who's doing what? So Dot's planning on crafting for the next few days. What about everyone else?
I'm working on selling items at the moment, so I don't know.
Okay. Thinking. What about everyone else? Do you guys know what you want to do?
I think I would just be taking some downtime. I feel it's going to be pretty hectic and stressful for the foreseeable future, so I would want some time to sort of just rest, do my own thing, not be, I don't know, feel like not as responsible.
Mm-hmm. You can do that.
Can I assume it's healed up in the time that we're home?
Yeah, you can just full
That's okay.
heal. There are like Ronald himself could have healed you as well if you needed it.
And can we heal the con damage as well, or do we need to?
Yeah, you can heal the con damage and whatever you have. You guys can spend a few days here resting and stuff. What about Gamex? Any specific plans?
Not really.
Okay, you can kind of just hang around. If you do think of anything, you can let me know. And while Oz is selling gear and thinking as well, I have something we can hop to Dot as you consume these vials and perform the formulae required to get this special enhancement. I've clicked on a buff on your sheet. You have this buff for the next, well, foreseeable until I take it off, essentially. And there's something that you kind of have like not a hallucination, a vision of, as I'm looking for my notes on this. Why did I not think you would use dragon blood with this? This is a very unforeseen thing I should have foresaw.
I mean, dragons are rare, so...
That is true. Where was this? I think that was in... over here. No. Here. Oh, there it is. You have like a flash vision of a sleek, dark dragon that has eyes glowing as if it was lit from within by crimson embers. You just have like a vision of it, like flashes of it, like moving in like a dark kind of cavey area or something. It's like very dark around it. You have like a vision of it like unleashing like this dragon is huge. It's like I guess mechanically huge, which is a step up from large. So I guess it's like 15 feet by 15 feet ish. You have like a vision of it expelling its breath weapon, which is a very rare sight because it's not like a fire, it's not like acid, it's not electricity. It just looks like this like darkness that just like comes out of its maw as it just like is like inhaling this breath, and it's like over like these random people. It seems like you don't recognize any of them, but they look like some sort of adventurers, if you will. They look similar to like they got like some magical gear. There's like a wizard, there's like a fighter and stuff, and they're just getting like covered in this darkness, and it doesn't like burn them, or it doesn't have any like visual like affliction to them, but instead they're kind of like decaying away. Like you can just see them like getting like they're like the fighter was like mid swing and he has like bulging muscles, and then like his muscles like start to like shrink and like shrivel, and he's just like getting more weak, and he can't even like hold his sword anymore, and it's just like it just like covers them. So you get like a flash of that, and then you get one more flash of 3 dragon eggs that are just like sitting in this like center of this like cave, and like it's just like quiet, and then you just see like light kind of pour in from the side, and like stones kind of fall out from the side. Like it's your view, you're kind of like an outside spectator. You're kind of like your camera view is like up in the air looking at the 3 eggs, and like the light shines and the camera kind of like whoop, and you like look over and you see like stones like getting pushed out of this cave, and then like someone like sticking their head through and like looking through, and then it's like when your like vision like kind of like cuts out. But then you can craft away as you have this weird hallucination. This happens in like 30 seconds. It's like a quick like flash, and then you kind of like get this insight, and you feel a little smarter. You feel like you can craft at extraordinary speeds, and you can get brewing your whatever potions you want to make.
Yeah, so Dot, for that, by the way, I'm throwing 100 platinum on your sheet
Okay.
from what we just earned. So
And yes, how many potions did you want to make? And where's my potion calculator? Here. And you're making them at your caster level, right?
That's correct, yes.
And sorry, which potion were you making? Cure Mod?
Yes.
That is a 3rd level spell? Or a 2nd level spell?
Second.
2nd level spell.
So, Oz does Oz need more cure mods?
If you can get actually to Cure Serious, it would be best for me to get Cure Serious at this point.
Okay, well, I'll need to get like a scroll of it or something to learn it, because I don't know that one yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get that at a discount. You can get a scroll of that to learn for, what is the normal price of that scroll? For a level 3 spell, it is 375 gold. You can get it for 200 gold. And I think you auto-learn that with a take 10, so you can just throw that on your sheet. Okay, and then, sorry, so minus 200 gold for whoever's paying for that. And then how many of these you're making Cure Serious then?
Yes, I was gonna make Cure Serious. I'll make, what do you think, 2 Oz for you?
Yeah,
or...
I'll pay for the scrolls here.
Okay.
And these are going to cost you 470 gold a potion if you make them at your caster level.
I that's fine. 2 is a good start. The biggest reason though is like having an occasional extract of this as well is going to be useful. So I'm reaching a point. We're going to reach a point in combats where like me healing 28 to 25 points of damage is not going to compensate for me losing 40 to 60 damage around.
Okay. So yeah, I'll do 2 for Oz. I'm gonna stick with cure mods for me, so I'll do at least 1 cure mod for me. What about Katara and Gamix? Do you guys want cure serious? Do you want cure mods? What do you guys want?
For me, cure mod would be great. I don't know. I don't think I justify a cure serious in the same way that Oz does.
Okay. Do you have any, or do you want like 2? Do you want more than 2? How many do you want?
So right now I have a cure. I have 1 cure mod and 1 cure light.
Okay. And Gamix,
So
what about
maybe
you?
another cure mod and maybe a cure light. 2 each.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do a cure. Okay, so...
Okay, hold on, sorry. So I'm going to try to tabulate all this for you. So can we just go potion by potion? So how many Cure Serious are you making? Just 2?
Yes, just 2 cure serious.
Okay, now how many Cure Mods are you making?
2 for me.
Okay.
And then how many for you?
For anybody else?
How many for you, Gamix?
I don't know that I need any because I have 3 cure mods and a cure light already.
Okay. So then I'll do 3 cure mods.
3 Cure Mods, okay. Okay, and how many Cure Lights are you making?
Just 1.
Just 1, okay. And I'm assuming these are all your caster level, because they'll heal more.
Yeah.
And you have
Yes.
discounts, so I'm just doing that. So 1 Cure Light is that much. So in total, you need to, somewhere needs to subtract 2,000 gold.
Okay. Here, I've got the 100 platinum that I can
Yes.
use.
So you said it's 2,000 gold?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 100 of the platinum, and then I'll take another 100 off of here.
So yeah, Dot will be busy these 2 days. You'll feel the effects of this potion that you took for these 2 days. I don't know if you're making all the potions on your sheet or everyone's taking them once you divide them out. But after your 2 days, you will have 5 of each type of potion. You didn't even mean to do it. You were just like, okay, I need 3 of this, 2 of that, blah, 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 blah. And then you're just like in a daze, and you kind of like wake up after you kind of like almost black out. Like you don't even remember making these potions. You're just like at the end of the second day, you finally like get yourself back, and you're just kind of like, oh, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was making potions. And you look, and there's like 5 of each type of potion just like on your desk, labeled nicely, perfectly brewed, and just like ready to go. So however you want to divide these out, you have 5 of each to do what you will with. And then I'm going to take this buff off you.
Okay.
Because after the second day, you feel the low after the high.
All right. I will give 3 Cure Serious to Oz and 1 each to 1 to Gamix, 1 to Kit.
Oh, we're getting Cure Series also?
I ended up making a little more than I needed to, and this is just in case of emergencies,
Wow, that's great. Thank you.
Remember,
Yeah.
they're peak caster levels, so they are level 7.
Do we add them to our sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can actually just throw them onto mine, modify them, and then share them out. So you made 5 total?
5 total.
Okay.
You don't need one for yourself?
If I do, I can make an extract of it on the fly.
Okay.
Yes, so you guys have some wealth. Did you guys want to get any specific items? Anything you want before you took off from here to go fight some stone giants?
What would you guys think about sipping jackets?
Mm.
Hmm.
I don't need one. I already drink fast enough. Don't need drink faster.
Would that be something that would be helpful for maybe Kit and Gamix?
I don't actually know. I was thinking about this because you brought it up last session. And I am not sure. I think it's a very, like... it can be a very versatile item. I think I might have sent these in the wrong order. I've got everybody's sheets open. I'm trying to do, like, sheet management, item management, juggling.
Management.
Yeah. MGNT. But I'm not sure on it because it's a swift action to drink them, right? Or to consume them.
Sipping
Yeah.
jacket, yes.
I think maybe for both of them it could be beneficial.
How much are they?
They are normally 5,000 gold. But yeah, you can just ask around for these things. And how many were you planning on buying? Just 2 at the most, or 3? Because you get a discount if you're buying multiple, kind of thing.
I mean,
I don't know that Dot needs one. Dot
Yeah.
is not in melee combat, and I don't think there's anything that needs to be turbo administered.
yeah, exactly.
All right, yeah. If you want to bargain or try to finesse the seller here, you can. But if not, it'll just be straight up market price. So 10k for 2 jackets. And I can throw them on whoever's sheet wants them. I don't think you guys are hurting for cash, so maybe you just want to just give them 10k and get your 2 jackets.
I'd take it.
All right, Katara, you have your... And the other one's going to Gamex, I think I heard.
Yep.
Correct.
Alrighty.
Oh, how much does this weigh?
I don't know. Let's see.
One.
It weighs 5 pounds.
God.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, not again.
Well, I guess it's technically a jacket. What I would recommend is buy a lighter outfit. You can get
How
lighter
is that?
clothes.
Okay. What are our clothes options here? What is that under again? Is that just items?
Search for clothes. I don't know exactly where they're at.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're in like the browse items compendium, yeah, if you just search outfit, there should be like a bunch that like comes up.
Am I able to get a compact spellbook instead of a regular one?
Of course you can. But how many spells do you have? Oh, not many. Yeah, you can fit
Yeah.
all those spells in a compact spellbook.
Okay.
But what are you doing with your old spellbook? You want to get rid of it? Because you can sell it.
Sell it. Yeah, after you transcribe it, you can sell it.
You know what? Sure. Why not?
Yeah, so maybe during these 2 days, you're copying all your spells. You're getting help with this. And let's figure out how much it costs to transcribe all your spells. And then we'll figure out a price for your spellbook. And then I'll just give you the net money. Magic.
I still gotta pay for the spellbook itself, right?
Yes, you can pay for that right now. Because that's outside of my calculation. Transferring spells. Adding spells. Something here. Boom. It'll cost you... okay, I'll just do this quick math for you. You got 2 cantrips. 2 cantrips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 first level. And 3 second level. And we got 5, 10, 40. So it'll cost you...
Dot, I think that's something we'll pick up for you. Since a dex bonus will give you a +1 to attack, as well as a +1 AC and bonus to craft. What's up, Michelle?
Okay.
They're under outfits, not clothes.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I
Yeah,
said
I'm
that.
searching out. All I was finding was pirate clothes.
I thought I said search outfit and then you'll find a bunch.
Sean said outfits.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed that completely.
I was going crazy. Okay. You can deduct 200 gold, and I think it's 50 gold for the compact spellbook, whatever it is. And you can have, that's the cost to make all your spells into the compact spellbook.
So it'd be 20 platinum, right?
Yes, 20 platinum
Okay.
plus the cost of your compact spellbook, whatever that is.
Yeah, I already took off the...
Perfect. And you will get an offer for your current spellbook. You got a lot of empty pages, and those spells. Let's see, anything good in here? Yeah, there's some good ones. They will offer you 2,500 gold for your spellbook.
Take this.
Oh.
What we've got now.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. So you can add 250 platinum and remove your old spellbook. They will ask for a signature in your book after you sell it from you.
Okay, I will put this in the space.
I was thinking you were going to do that. Excellent. Nice. So you sign the front page, and your fan goes crazy.
Oops, that was not the book now. So...
Not what you want your fan to do. Otherwise, people get injured.
I don't know if you're still managing things, Steve, but anything Oz wants to do over these 2 days in particular?
I think Oz is just tired and confused and maybe wants to seek out a cleric of Ariel, because he feels like Ronald was very confused by what he said about Ariel having him kill, and she also feels very confused about it. So I think she would really like to get some answers, and here there's probably more likely to be a cleric of Ariel, but like not giving too many details. She knows she's not supposed to tell them everything, but to say that like a vision from Ariel said I should punish someone with this for doing something bad that would be against Ariel, but is maybe not, and maybe just to see if they can give her a vision of whether it was Ariel, or an idea of whether it was Ariel, or whether there was something wrong that happened.
Sure. One of these days you can, with your, if you mention this to Ronald that you want to like find a cleric of Ariel, he can definitely help you. Okay. And yeah, one of these days a cleric of Ariel will visit you guys. You can speak to her by like privately if you want.
Yes, that is how I would prefer it.
Yeah. Before you, let me just get this person's name. Cleric of Ariel, A. Where is this person's name? You will see before you kind of a rather tall for their race, a halfling that comes in around 4'8". She's got long, wavy, blonde hair with black eyes, and she has like this. It looks like I don't know if you've ever seen the fight. Like, have you seen? I don't know if you guys have seen. I don't know what the name for it is, but a fighter who's gotten like hit in the ear a lot, or their ears like cauliflower
Yeah,
ear.
cauliflower ear.
Yeah, her ear. One of her ears is like that. Just seems like it's been like battered or something at some point. It's like healed strangely. The way she keeps her hair. The reason that you even notice this is like maybe her other ear is like that too, but she has her hair like parted so that you can see one of her ears, but you can't see the other. The other ear is like covered in her hair. Yeah, she comes to visit you guys, the party, I guess, wherever you guys are kind of hanging out, keeping a low profile in the tavern area. And she will visit your little area you guys have and mention, she'll kind of enter your kind of space. You don't have like a door or anything, and she'll just say, hello, I'm looking for, and she kind of pulls out this scroll and reads from it, and Akozira?
That me.
Oh, perfect. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Debis. I am a cleric to the goddess of life and creation. I heard you needed my help, and
I'm
here.
very confused.
Did you? Was this a private matter? Or do all your friends
Very
want
private.
to? Okay, let us.
Private from me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she will get a private room in this tavern, and motion for you to come follow her.
Yeah, I will follow.
Yeah, she'll close the door behind her, and in this room, there's a small bed in the corner, but there's also like a desk with 2 chairs and a small little table as well. And she'll kind of pull the chairs to the table. She'll sit down, and motion for you to sit as well.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll say, "Please tell me, Hakazira, why do you seek my counsel? What is wrong?"
I have vision many day ago from Ariel about man who did terrible thing, who killed baby.
You had a vision from the goddess herself?
Well, trying to track down person who killed baby. That makes sense?
It does sound like something Ariel would not be a fan of. However, it's not unheard of, but getting messages from the gods themselves is very rare. Only
This
those...
second time I get message from her.
Second time? Are you...
First time, and I'll pull out the dagger, and I'll put the dagger on the table. First time was after I used this in special ceremony for Ariel. I good cook, make very good meal for people, make them have more babies.
Oh, she looks a little befuddled and like just kind of lost for words.
Because Oz's story is weird.
Well, let's back up a bit. Are you she looks at you. You're like pretty muscular, right?
I am ripped. The fact that I am not a cleric of Tencel probably is startling to begin with. Or like a warrior of
And
Tencel.
you don't have any other holy symbols on you or anything, right?
No, I have no other holy symbols on me.
She looks you up and down for a moment, trying to get her bearings and all of this, and says, I don't judge books by their cover, but you don't strike me as a devout clergy member of any particular
I judge books by cover. All books, stupid. They big, they hard, they not do much damage. Books not effective for fighting.
Yes, that's not what I meant. It's a turn of the phrase. It means you shouldn't judge an appearance of something, because it could be much different than you expect. As yourself, for an example, you look like a very strong warrior. Looks like you'd be more suited for the god of war or even protection. But you claim to have had visions or heard the voice of the goddess of life and creation. I
not know their god of protection. I know about god of war. God of war also tried to talk to me one time.
Now she starts to have like a little bit of a skeptical look at you.
I don't like you look. God of war also tell me kill this man.
What?
Yes, God of war want me kill man. Because if I kill man, maybe man make things more angry for peoples. I don't understand why, but also before we kill big follower of Tencel. I mean real big, 15-foot tall follower of Tencel, and then angel-like follower Tencel.
You killed an angel?
Maybe not angel, but have wing like angel. But not really angel. She very mean, say very mean thing. She probably not angel. Angels say nice thing, right? They nice?
Yes.
So probably not angel.
I was very briefly told of your renown. I did not realize that you have such adventures under your belt. Dealings with angels and 15-foot giants. Perhaps you hearing the voices of gods not so far-fetched. There have been tales of old where great warriors, such as yourself, clearly, have been gained the eye of the gods for special purposes, and if you described this person harmed a child, that does sound like but they would probably send a paladin of Ariel after such a thing, although paladins are quite rare to the goddess.
She not send me to get person.
Oh.
She send, we do other mission, and we find out about the people. And then we take upon ourselves to get people back for vengeance for other people.
Well, if the goddess told you to seek vengeance for this new life that was snuffed out too early, it is not a common thing to hear people do deeds to take a life. But it's not unheard of. There have been tales of epic quests of old of paladins of Ariel seeking out those that committed terrible atrocities, and they were quickly dispatched in the name of the goddess before. It's been many years.
But how I know if actually her voice? How I know if not other person pretending be her?
Well, why did you even think it was her to begin with?
I heard her voice before. Sound like her.
How do you know? How do you know what she sounds like?
First time when I make great meal for mating, sure, her voice very nice in my ear. Sound like.
In that first time, how did you know it was the goddess of birth and creation?
I'm not sure for certain, but other people tell me sound like maybe Ariel. I think maybe. It feel right.
If it felt right, well,
I thought Ariel not like Tencel, but they both want me do same thing.
The gods have complicated relationships, I would say. I wouldn't say it's as simple as someone not liking someone. I'm sure you've worked with someone you haven't been the fan of before. Have you ever had to work with someone just to do something and kind of part ways after, or it may be something like that?
Yeah,
But-
we have person with us, big metal arm. Think they only with us until time over. Then they probably take lots of stuff and run.
Oh my. But I'm not saying this is the case for sure, as it's not. The gods don't like or not like each other all the time. There are times when some gods are allies and sometimes they're enemies. It shifts. Just like the seasons come and go, so do their fights.
Interesting.
But there's no way for... well, what did you seek me for? You wanted me to confirm that this was something Ariel would...
Yeah.
Well, I can't do that for you. I can't know for sure. Well, actually... What level spell is this?
Magic could do all things.
Shoot, what's the name of that spell again? Is it Divine? No, what is it? Where you can ask your god questions. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, is it divination?
Divination, I think that's what it is. Divination.
No, that's the one that's like augury.
Yes.
There's a similar spell though.
I don't know why. I'm thinking it's something with it's like divine or something. It's something like that. Maybe I'm going crazy. Okay, whatever the spell name is, we all know it exists. I'm just trying to make. I need to know what level
Yeah,
it is.
I know what you're talking about. Because I'm always
get
like,
a
there are
yes,
only a
no.
handful of times you would ever use this spell.
Yeah.
It's definitely like a 4th level cleric spell. School class.
Commune. There we go.
I mean, there it is.
That is a 5th level spell. She cannot do that yet. She lets you know that she will, if this is really important for you, if you give her, the spell is costly. If you cover the cost of the spell, she will commune with her higher ups and get this spell done to confirm, to ask the goddess herself if this was her task that she bestowed upon you. But this will take some time, and an answer will get to you eventually. But
I come back later to get answer, but good to know you could do.
well, not to be rude, but these things take time, and we need to get a powerful cleric of Ariel to ask. There's not many that are just at the beck and whim, right? So if you want this, I need to go start putting things in motion now.
I know, but problem is we have big fights to do, and we gonna be away for some time, maybe long time. We not know.
Oh,
So
I see.
if answer going to take you long time and me gonna be gone long time, then better wait just I get back. If I get back, maybe I am wrong and go to punishment forever for betraying Ariel, and that
No.
would be sad, because then I would miss Kit.
No, I'm sure you will be fine. I've heard tales of your renown, and just what you've told me now. I will pray for your safe return.
Thank you. Mean much to me.
Yeah, she'll start to get up, and then she'll do...
I will hand her a platinum as a donation.
She'll bow, take it, and then she'll start to do a blessing for you.
One last thing before you go. Who this god of protection?
God of protection is Pelosis. Have you heard of Pelosis?
No, I never hear Pelosis.
It is, they are a great god, a noble endeavor. It's nice to protect those you love. If you ever are needing, or if you're looking for certain aspects of deities to give tribute to for certain things, if you're ever thankful for his protection or needing protection, that is the god you should pray to.
Good to know. Thank you. I will remember Polo.
Pelosis.
Pelosis.
Yes.
Okay. Pelosis. Why have so many syllable?
I'm not sure. That's just their name.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and she will start to physically cast a spell. And she just starts casting a spell at you. She said before she was giving you a blessing. So she'll like kind of clutch her holy symbol. She'll take it out. She kind of takes it out from her necklace area to take it out. She clutches it. She does the motions and says the divine words, and you feel blessed. She casts bless, and yeah, you just feel a little bit better about yourself. Yeah. And you can leave this area if you wish and rejoin your party, and you guys can chat about anything. Or actually, this is the time.
All that about? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no. This is the time we usually take a break. So if you guys want, we can take a little quick break and then come back.
Sure.
Let's go to break. We are back, and you are all around in the tavern as Oz comes back from their private meeting with this cleric. And I think Qatar was just about to ask them a question or see what's up.
Yeah. So I will reply to Qatar's question about whether or not I'm ready to talk. I worry that voice that tell me to kill man was Ariel voice, but when asking question, clerics say if I think Ariel and feel like is Ariel is probably Ariel, and she can confirm, but very expensive, so I not do right now. I do when we come back.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you giving me the information.
You're welcome. It only fair.
I mean, you know, even if it wasn't Ariel, you can't be held responsible if you don't know. Like, that's the identity thief's problem, not yours.
No, it up to me to keep my brain sharp. That what people tell me.
Do
No
you
one give
sharpen
you-
your brain daily?
No one give me my money back when people steal from me. So that make it my fault. I should protect money more. So if I know protect my thinking, then I responsible for not thinking. Because no one give me my brain back when someone steal it.
I guess that is one way of looking at it, but I still don't think that it's your fault that you got stolen from with money either.
Well,
Just
fault
because-
no matter. Pain what matter. Problem what matter. And if you know can solve problem, then problem fault to whoever experiencing it.
Well, it's probably good you sought out a cleric, someone that's, learned in such matters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since we're talking about our journey, I was thinking there might be a couple of spells that would be good for me to pick up while we're here. Have you ever wanted to run into battle and wish that you could go a little bit faster, or perhaps, hit someone one extra time if only there was enough time to hit them for one extra time?
Why you need hit more than once? You hit as hard as can. Most important thing.
I need to hit more than once. Not all of us can do 105 damage at a time.
Yes, exactly. So I was thinking of, maybe learning a formula that would allow you to drink a potion and you could be faster. As well as one
That
to
sounds
help
great.
fly.
She likes that one.
Fly be very useful. If I could fly, I can fight better enemy.
You could have taken down that dragon even easier.
Indeed.
Yeah, I definitely feel like without fly, we're at a disadvantage when it comes to certain opponents, so it would be nice to have that option available.
Well, if we get a couple of scrolls of it, then I can turn it into a formula and I can provide you guys extracts of it.
Yeah, you can deduct 600 gold and add those spells to your book if you'd like. Any other important conversations you guys want to chat about before you decide to venture out to the stone giants?
How would you want to travel to get there? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna just make sure Steve knows to deduct 600 for the scrolls.
What is
I
Oz?
think we want get close as can, fast as can. So we find some way teleport. Hazel.
Yeah, Ronald would have mentioned that. Probably skipped over that, but yes, you can get a teleport to basically just outside the city of Komodo. So you can get like a teleport like around here, and then you just have to walk the rest, which I think is less than a day's travel. It's about a half a day's hike to the Stone Giants' general location.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah. And while you guys are chatting about this and figuring out plans, you will get a lot of people that will stop at your table and linger for a moment. And then eventually some of them will get enough courage. People start asking for your autographs and just like shaking your hands and stuff. It seems like tales of your deeds have reached the common people of Rachel, and you're recognizable at least. Do you shoo any of these people away, or do you placate their requests?
I mean, if someone asks for Dot's autograph, she'll literally just scribble a little dot.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the, like, just people in general that just want to stop at your table and they won't. They kind of wait for a lieu in your conversation. They don't just like interrupt you if you're speaking. But like, if you guys are kind of just like finished talking and you're kind of just looking around, you'll notice there's like random people just like waiting for an excuse to kind of jump in and say like, "Oh hi, I'm this person. It's nice to meet you," and they'll just like shake your hand if you want to entertain that, or would you not want to? Just want to make sure how everyone would react to that happening.
I feel like
I would let other people do it.
I would feel like that Dot would try to be as sociable as possible, because I think on some level she realizes that, you know, part of the question as to how we'll be received after we've finished our task will be based on how people perceive us. So if there are people saying, "I met them, they're really good. Why would they just kill somebody?" That doesn't, you know, she's kind of thinking along those lines.
And sorry, Whitney, you said you'd let other people do it, but would Katara shake people's hands and stuff, or you don't want to do that?
I mean, I was trying, I don't know, to subtly, like, not be the one who people are coming to, like, what direction people are coming from, just kind of, like, slink to the other corner of the table or whatnot. Like, if someone directly approached me and was like, "Katara, I want your autograph," I mean, I'll do it, but, like,
Okay.
It would be my preference to avoid it if possible.
Yeah, you could slink away from the first few, but this happens like approximately like 10 times, and there's like 2 or 3 of them that specifically like want your like handshake or an autograph. They want some sort of acknowledgement from you directly. So
yeah,
if
I
you
would be nice, just not, you know, gregarious about it, I guess.
Yeah, overall, all of them kind of like, if you're open to it, will want like autographs or handshakes. But if I don't know if you guys care, but it seems like the majority of them recognize Gamix first and ask for their autograph first. But then they like, after they do that, they kind of look at the rest of you like, "Oh yeah, and you too," and they kind of want to shake your hand and get your autograph too. This happens like the majority of them. They initially like walk up to the table and want to get Gamix's. Some of them call him Fisty McFistface for some reason, but Gamix doesn't seem offended by it. I don't know if that seems like an offensive.
The most ridiculous and successful marketing campaign.
I feel like that I'll pull Gamix aside and say, "Hey, you know, we should capitalize on this. You should make like an imprint of your fist on some cloth as like your symbol, and we can like sell merch."
I thought you were just gonna say to use I dip it in ink and then that's how I sign things.
I mean, you could do that too. That could be how it becomes your symbol.
I don't think I need a symbol, but
I Everyone needs a symbol, especially popular people. Popular
Seems like
people,
people really like you.
I'll say very quietly, popular people tend to not end up in prison.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys can finish hanging out.
There's going to be stuff I'm going to be adding to sheets as I'm like buying inventory items, just FYI.
Okay.
I'm not going to go with the apron of careful chemist. I think what I'm going to do is we can improve Gamix's AC by a lot by improving Gamix's belt of dexterity. So I think I'm going to move Gamix's current belt of dexterity to you, Dot. Because we have to sell it, we just lose money for no reason. And we already need to get her better armor to cap on the armor bonus that's there. Because like I feel like if she can use certain spells, she can be like somebody, she'll be like the equivalent second target that somebody would have to get rid of in the melee situation. So I am a little bit worried there. Plus she attacks with dex for damage and attack. So I think this balances out, and the +2 to alchemy is not really as big a benefit overall. Because you're not really doing a lot of alchemy checks, so. And there's other ways to give you bigger alchemy bonuses anyway, so.
Okay,
I'm gonna go
I'm
that
good
route
with that.
instead. Get back the money for that as well then.
I'll lean over to Gamix. Hey, what's your favorite color?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
God, blue?
Okay, well, I can work with blue.
Okay.
So could Dot find like some blue, like just like plain cloth tunic type thing?
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do with it?
So what I want to do is I've got these things of acid,
Okay.
and what I want to do is I want to have like Gamix take their fist and like punch the shirt with like a little bit of acid on it. I'm assuming that the hand itself won't be damaged by doing this, but basically like a fist imprint on the shirt.
Okay.
And when people are coming by asking for autographs, then I'll say, we actually have shirts with with Fisty's symbol on them.
Yeah, so the first night when you're kind of all hanging out, this can be happening where you're getting all these people. And then the second night that you're hanging out, or I guess so the second day during the day on your off time buying potion or crafting potions, you can go out and how many of these blank kind of blue tunics do you want to buy? Or cloaks or whatever you're buying, these garments.
I've got 6 things of acid.
So 6 prints or 6 shirts?
Six shirts. And that'll make them limited edition. She'll probably throw that in too. Like, this is limited edition. Like, this is only 6 of these in existence.
Sure. So if you want like decent quality ones, we'll call it 10 gold for each blue, a very nice like kind of fabric that won't like get destroyed by acid being like, it'll still scorch it and like imprint the fist, but it won't like deteriorate completely. So if you want to just deduct 600 gold, and you can get 6 of these. Oh, sorry, that's 100 gold apiece. 60 gold. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I have enough on my own personal sheet that I can just.
Yeah, sorry. So 60 gold, and then if you already have the acid, don't worry about that. And yeah, well, I don't know if Gamix is up. You're gonna have to put Gamix in a signature workshop. Go stamp in the. It's only 6 of them. But yeah, does Gamix do this after the fabric is bought and you want to set these up for the next night?
I guess. committed to it far enough already.
Yeah, so you guys can be doing this as like a party. You can all be around in your little area that you sleep in, and you can be doing this in the middle of the night and stuff. And I guess, do you guys talk about a price you want to charge for these? So your raw cost is about 10 gold a piece, plus your acid. So how much, what's your profit margin? How much do you want to charge for these things?
Well, they're rare, right? Because there's only 6 of them.
Limited edition, yeah.
Limited edition. What do you guys think? 150, 200 gold? I'll do an appraise check as well.
This is like, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like your best guess. It's to the right person, it could be worth a lot if there's like a really rabid fan. But to the everyday commoner, that's way out of their price range, right? Like an everyday kind of random person, they kind of make like a silver every few days and stuff like that. Like their wages aren't high. They're not living large like adventurers, slaying giants and dragons and getting all this loot and so much money. They just have their mundane lives, and it's hard to come by such coin. So if you want to sell in that price range, you definitely want to attract a more of a noble kind of families or people. And they have to have some interest in Gamex's exploits to want to chunk out that change. But that's not an unreasonable price for that type of person. You just have to know your type of clientele. But for the people that were coming in that tavern, they were a bunch of like common people. But that's not stopping you from going to a fancy tavern and setting up a table and having drinks and seeing who comes by, or actively advertising you're selling these limited edition. It depends how you go about it and who you want to sell them to.
Make it available for the common man, why don't you?
Well, I was gonna say, maybe I won't go quite that high with it, just because I was thinking of in terms of $60 gold is my investment total, and so maybe I won't go that high with it, because I want it to be something where there's a lot of like groundswell of support, right? I'm trying to, boost popularity here, so I'll say maybe 30 gold. It'll still be a little bit expensive, but it won't be like unobtainable or something like that.
Yeah, what does the rest of the party think about that? Does it sound like a reasonable price? I guess mostly Gamex has to be okay with selling their likeness. I assume, I don't know if you guys are going to talk about a split in the revenues. Is this like a party fun thing? Is this like a Dodd enterprise with Gamex getting some royalty fee? What exactly is the split, or what does that happen? How does that happen?
I'll split the profits 50-50. So Gamex gets 15 gold a shirt, and I get 15 gold a shirt.
Well, that's not the profit, that's the revenue.
Oh, the revenue, yeah.
But you can do that too if you want. You're just going to take the bigger hit because you spent 60 gold, right?
Yeah, and the thing is I'm more so doing this to kind of drum up support.
Fair, yeah. Everyone's cool with that?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't care.
Does not affect what I'm up to at the moment, so I will not
All right.
Offer any complaint or argument.
Yeah, the second night, you want to go to the same tavern, or did you want to go to a different place?
I think the same tavern, since we were recognized before, then, word of mouth, maybe?
Sure. Yeah, the second night, it's a little bit busier, and word has indeed got around that the local heroes are in town, the people that have been known for slaying some giants around far and wide, and they're around. So you kind of build up a bigger crowd. And how do you go about advertising that you have these limited edition things for sale? How does it come up? Like maybe the first person comes up, wants to shake hands with Gamex, and what do you guys say, or who says what?
So I'll be like, I know a lot of people want the autograph, but I have something that not a whole lot of people have.
Yeah, so the first person is it's kind of a big, bulky orc. He doesn't look like a warrior. He looks like he's more of maybe a farmhand or something. He's still like big and he's a typical orc, but he doesn't have like the muscles of Oz. Clearly not like a fighter, but clearly does some for physical labor. Still looks like he's stocky and has like rough hands and stuff. And he says, "Oh, what you mean?"
Well, I mean, I don't know if I should tell you this. I mean,
No,
I only
tell me.
I only have a few of these. I
What you
don't
have?
I'll pull out one of the shirts.
Oh,
It's Fisty's symbol. It was made by Fisty himself.
is this true? He looks over to Gamix. That really your fist? Oh, how much you selling it for?
Oh, I mean, I couldn't let this go for any less than 30 gold.
Oh, it is expensive. But Fisty McFistface is my favorite. Okay, I buy one. And he'll reach into his pockets and start counting the gold one by one. 28, 29, 30. He kind of pushes the coin on the table to you.
Thank you. Don't tell too many people about this because we only have
He
a
grabs it from you.
limited number.
Fisty McFistface merchandise, yes! And everyone just starts like rushing over. What? And then like you have like a crowd of like 20-ish people that are just like clamoring to get one of these. But you only have 5 left, right?
I do.
Yeah, so you pull one out and someone, he just says like, yeah, only 30 gold, I bought one. And like someone is like, some people are like, oh, that's kind of expensive. But then someone else is like, yeah, like someone just yells out like, oh, I'll buy one. He'll toss a bag to you.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a bidding war?
Yeah, I was getting there. But yeah, as you start selling, if you sell another one for 30 gold and you're down to 4, a lot of people start pulling out their bags because it kind of has that like effect around people that it's like, oh, it's only a limited time thing. There's only 4 left. And someone says, oh, I'll pay 40 gold for it. And then someone looks over and says, I'll do 41, 42. And then like people are like outbidding each other. And then someone from behind the crowd, a gnome, in fact, kind of like squeaks up and says, I'll give you 1,000 platinum for the 4 of them. Everyone kind of just goes quiet and looks over. They're kind of like a little parting makes ways for this little gnome and kind of looks at everyone and says, how about that?
Okay.
Yeah, if you say okay, like the crowd starts to look very angry and like at the gnome, and he kind of starts like a bead of sweat like goes down his brow.
Wait.
Hmm?
Oh, Fisty, do you have something to say?
I hope so. It'd be amazing to hear her say something.
I don't know if we should give these all to one person.
Well,
Ooh,
I mean-
ethics.
you know, the thing is that there's limited time. We don't have any more of these. But it is your merch, Fisty.
I say if he wants to buy one, he can buy one. But
Okay.
For 250 platinum.
You gonna charge him 250 platinum for one?
I mean, he offered 1,000 for 4, right?
Oh, is that what you're charging for the last 4? I don't think everyone could afford that.
I will say that these last 4 will go to the highest bidder, but only one per
I'm the highest
person.
bidder.
But only one per person.
Oh. Okay.
We have to respect what Fisty wants, and Fisty wants to make sure that a lot of people have their symbol. so they can cheer for Fisty in the arena.
Yeah, the crowd starts to look a lot more less angry at this gnome and a lot more pleased, and they go back to like yelling out like gold prices. But I guess they will stop bidding at around 50 gold, and that's when the gnome will just say, "Oh, I got 60 gold. I guess I'm the highest bidder. I'll buy one for 60 gold."
All right, here you go.
Thank you. He'll take his thing and scurry off into the
That'll use
masses.
magical disguise to turn himself into a goblin.
Yeah, the bidding process will again go up to this 50 gold mark, and then someone else will just offer like 55 gold, 58 gold, and basically you can get 60 gold for the last 4 each.
Okay.
But just a quick question though, when you get down to the last one, do you still let it go for 60 gold, or do you try to milk the crowd to try to get more? It's the very last one as people start getting more desperate to buy it.
I think Dot's inclination would be to see how high she could get the bid to go, unless like Fisty's just like, you know, 60 golders. I don't know.
Yeah, so you get like the offer, the 60 gold, kind of that's where like everyone kind of bottoms out, and just like one odd person is able to afford that. But then like as it's the last one, you'll just hear like a roar out from the back. It's a dwarf. What does it say? I can do 100 gold for the last one.
All right,
Everyone
friend.
kind of grumbles. I can't afford that. And he'll say, "Ah ha ha! The last one."
I'll hand over the shirt, and
As you're like handing it over, he'll look over to Gamix and say, "Do you mind writing that it's the last one? With your signature golem fist? Huh? He like takes out like a nice like marker from his he just pulls it out from like near his beard. It looks like he pulled it out of his beard, but clearly it must have been like clipped on his shirt. But he like reaches into his beard and just like hands it to you. He just hands it to you and just like not even waiting for an answer. Ah, nice. Thank you. Yes. Right, 6 out of 6. Yep. Excellent. Thank you. He snatches the marker from you and just like folds it very nicely up and packs it away in his he has like a satchel. Thank you. Pleasure meeting the great Fisty McFistface. Your face is not very fisty, but I get the name. And the crowd kind of disperses after you make this sale. Some people sad they didn't get one, but others are just enjoying the lucky 6, enjoy their merchandise, branded merchandise. So just to recap, you have, I guess, were you tracking all that gold that you got from these?
so the first 2 went for 30, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then 2 more went for 60 each.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then
The last
100.
4 went for 60. Oh, right.
The last 3 went for
The last
60,
3,
and then the very last one was 100.
So I've
So-
got 340.
Yep, that's right. So you have a total of 340 gold, a nice little profit of 280 gold from your initial investment, and then
I give 170 to Gamix.
Oh, there you go. Nice little royalty check to Gamix. And yes, have you guys purchased what you need, ready to head out for some stone giants, or do you need some more time to mess with your items or what you want to get?
Oh, if you guys can keep going, I can go back and forth in this. So that's no big deal.
So
I have an idea of what I'm already getting for everybody anyway, so I'm just trying to zero in on the exact item.
Okay. And this is something you want for a next encounter, I assume?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it may not. Some of this may not matter for a next encounter, so it's really going to be more important when we get to bigger encounters.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's up to you guys if you want to. I'm asking out of character if you want to get some combat in this session, or we can keep role playing in Rachel, and we can resume with the combat whenever you're ready, whenever you have all your items you want. I don't want to rush you. I just wanted to put that out there in
I
case
can
you.
at least
Yeah.
not still get into the game.
Oh,
Since I
really?
restarted my computer, I've been repeatedly, Steven's been trying to give me tips and nothing has worked. So I can get into it, but it like never actually loads.
Oh. How long are you giving it
So if
before
we do
you give
combat,
up?
I would like 5 to 7 minutes was the longest I let it go when it didn't load. Should I wait longer than that?
Maybe. I'm not sure. My first initial load time takes a little bit to get into the game, so. I mean, but you're used to getting in much faster than that, right? Or is that.
It's like 2 to 3 minutes tops normally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for me it's not that long. It's like 8 minutes.
Maybe it's trying to load into this world map. Let me try just bringing us back to the home screen where there's less effects going on. Maybe that might help. But sure, while you were trying to figure that out, you guys can be in the city. Is there anything in particular you guys want to do? Anyone you want to talk to, or things you wanted to do? Any research on these giants you want to look up?
I'll do some
Might be
research.
worth a visit to the library.
Yeah.
Sure. Which, or all, or do you want to look at specific giants, or which giants did you want to look up? There's 3 types on your radar. There are the stone
Well,
giants.
At least stone giants.
Yeah, so you have the stone giants. I think the saltwater marrow giants, and the Ved giants. So you can look up all of them, and just concerned about certain ones. Up to
I want to
you.
look up the Ved for now.
Sure, let's start with the Ved. Give me a knowledge local. If you're untrained, that is fine. You get. I'll apply the library bonus separate from your roll. Excellent. That is a good roll. And let's see what you know about Veds. Yes, you know all about them. You find a book of giants and describing them. And Veds are hairy humanoid giants that kind of have a strange, misshapen head that looks too large for its body. They usually wield clubs are their weapon of choice. If you want any specific mechanical questions, you have you can ask 3 of those specific mechanical questions, but in general you can know all about them. They have low light vision, no dark vision on these. They are mechanically large sized, and they only typically usually speak giant. And yeah, you got 3 questions you can get about their mechanics. So any defensives, offensives, special attacks, those sort of things.
I want to know, like, are they weak to anything?
I'll put that as a defensive question because they don't have any specific weaknesses per se, but they have around an AC 16, average health of 58-ish. Their fort and will saves are pretty good. Their weakest save is their reflex save at a +1, so that could be considered their quote-unquote weakness. If you want to hit them with any dex-based saves, they'll likely fail it. In terms of other defenses, you're not going to really get a chance to trip them, really. Their CMD is around 22. It's not that great. You could probably trip them if you were specialized in it, but I don't think any of you do that. In terms of other defensive type things that are relevant, I think that's it. Unless you have any other specific ideas.
What sort of attacks do they do?
Yeah, so like mentioned, they wield a club. They wield that thing at a +10. It does a D8 +7 damage. They have reach of 10 feet, and they have indeed a breath weapon, which is special about these guys. They're known for their big lung capacities, so they just kind of and just like blow at you, and it's treated like a breath weapon. So in a 30-foot cone, you need to make a DC 18 strength check, or you'll be knocked prone. And if you do pass the check, or you're further away from their 30-foot cone, you just get the effects of the Gust of Wind spell, which is just like It'll just blow things like if you're not like papers out of your hand or something, which isn't really relevant for all of you. So yeah, their big thing to worry about is this breath weapon that can just, and they only can do this D4 rounds like other breath weapons. So basically they just knock you prone, which is pretty strong. They'll get bonuses to hit you if you stay down there, and if you do get up, it's an attack of opportunity. Well, it's not the most impressive thing in the world, but. And important is to mention, since you're looking at the stone giants, we can just talk about. I didn't really get into the specifics, but I can now. The updated intel that they had about this place. The reason Ronald was hoping you had not gone there straight away, as you would have been surprised to see that their forces were ready for you. So what they've seen, as I open up my notes, they have seen them. So there's like they are nestled in this like big open. It was probably some old temple of sorts. The statues are wrecked and stuff, but it's kind of like built into the side of this mountain. It's this big clearing, and this is their choice of den, if you will. They've seen them gather up large stones. They've seen 2 stone giants here, and they've been gathering up these large stones that are just like, as you know, giants like to throw stones. They haven't really had a chance to do that against you, but here they clearly have a stockpile of stones made for this purpose, and leading into this like it's almost like a cave, but it's like an open, it's like built into the side of the mountain. Leading up to here is like a winding path, and on that path they have a good vantage point to throw stones and to stop people just rushing through this little snaky pathway. They have employed whether or not they're slaves or not is unconfirmed, but there are orcs and goblins with bows on the cliffs above these like pathway, just standing above it, watching the path. The cliff face is about from the path, it's about 15-20 feet above that they are stationed on. So the scouts have reported they've seen like 4 or 5 orcs with bows, and some goblins with staves that are wearing these robes. They clearly look like some sort of spellcasters. And on the path directly, there are 2. They saw 2 orcs with what weapons do they see them have? Short swords, blocking the path directly, and as well as another type of giant that they weren't sure what kind of giant, but it seemed like it was as strong and as big as a stone giant. It just is a different kind of giant. Nothing like super special about them, but they were more like they seemed a little more savage-ish. And the scouts will say that this giant wasn't here the last time they looked, so clearly this giant has been brought in to like reinforce this area or something, is their idea. It seems like what can they tell you about this giant? They have more prominent teeth and their grayish green skin, and this one's wielding an axe, and it seemed a little like ferocious. It just seemed more like it was like growling and like barking orders at things. Rana will tell you that actually they probably would have been able to identify this giant, so they would say it's a cave giant of some sorts. And cave giants, I think you've already fought one before. Actually, I don't know if you fought a cave giant before. But you can give me another knowledge local just to see if this book has anything about cave giants. Very nice, yes. You can find the page on cave giants. They are a little more tougher than a stone giant. They are, again, mechanically large. But these ones have dark vision because they live in caves, AC 19, a little tougher to hit, as they are usually wearing armor patched with bones and stuff. So they're actually wearing like armored stuff instead of like the stone giants are just kind of like wearing cloth and stuff. They, like I said, they're wielding that battle axe. They get 2 attacks around, and they wield it at a plus 12, plus 7, and they roll at a 2d6 plus 9. Other than that, that's like their special thing, is that they can use this like axe instead of like a club or something. Any other relevant things you'd want to know about? Not really. They do. They kind of are fight similar to Oz. They have this vital strike thing going on. So they are kind of like a copycat of Oz, a much weaker version of Oz. But there's only one
The
of these.
inferior version of Oz.
Yeah, so basically you'd be warned that this cave giant is basically here. It strikes hard, strikes one like good solid attack if it wants with a vital strike. And that's the scouting report. They've seen that these increased fortifications of this area. These people weren't posted on the edges of the cliffs before, and there was this cave giant wasn't there before, but is there now. And they seem to be like guarding this pathway up to the stone giants. So clearly they're expecting an assault or an attack or something. Is that enough information, or do you want more details on the cave giant or the Ved giants?
For the cave giant, so there's no like elemental weakness or anything like that?
Oh, they actually do have a weakness. Because they're used to living in caves, they have light sensitivity. So if you're able, let's just read light sensitivity. Creatures with this ability in areas of bright sunlight or within the radius of a daylight spell, they'll get the dazzled condition, which I think just gives them like a -1 or something, but something.
Okay, that's good to know.
It's also a good way to provoke them if you wanted to. Like if you wanted to annoy them, maybe you cast light on Oz's axe or something, and then they will, or this specific cave giant will want to go after that source of light or something, or I don't know. You can do with that information as you will. Any other things you guys want to know about this giant?
Do they get any like special attacks or anything?
No breath weapons or anything like that.
All right, well, then I guess I would move on to the other, the saltwater giants or whatever those things are.
Yeah. The Marrow Saltwater Giants. Give me another knowledge local just to see how much this book has on these ones. These ones are a little rarer, but still, yeah, that's enough to know. You can get 2 questions about these guys. But the general stuff, they are a size bigger than these other giants you were looking at. They're size huge, which means they're like a 15-foot by 15-foot kind of occupied space. As their name or Steve earlier implied, they are water-based giants, so they can swim. They have the quality where they can be on land or water. They breathe both water and air. They usually fight with their natural claws. And if they hit you, they will attempt to grapple you and keep you in their clutches. And yeah, you have 2 mechanical questions you can ask about these guys.
What about like weaknesses?
Yeah, defenses, no specific weakness, but very strong fort save, but moderate reflex and will. Their reflex is good for a giant, +5. Their will is their weakest at +4. Their HP's around like the 80 range. They have AC 19, all from their natural armors. They don't wear any armor. Yes, and they are very good at fighting in the water, but they can fight on land. They also have the ability to Vital Strike if they want, but they're not known for doing that. They're more known for doing their multiple claw attempts to try and grapple you and just like drag you in the water or drown you and stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much their defenses. They, yeah.
What about special attacks?
No special attacks, just regular claws. They roll at a plus 11, 1d8 plus 7. Plus they'll try to grapple you. They move at a 40-foot speed. They're a quick giant. They also swim at that same speed. And they may or may not, you don't know, but they are proficient with throwing javelins. But they prefer to get up close. Javelins at a plus 6, 2d6 plus 7 damage.
Well, we definitely shouldn't let them get us in the water at all. We would be at a disadvantage there.
Mm-hmm.
True.
All right. Anything else you want to know about any of these giants that are on your radar?
Does anyone else have any questions? I've just kind of been leading the way.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so you can spend like your third day in town doing this research and learning about these things. And yeah, whenever you guys are ready, you can set out. But I don't want to rush you guys. We're already at 10:20 p.m. my time, so it's up to you if you guys want to rush to get some combat in, or if you guys are content with just chilling out, and we can do this when we come back. It's up to you guys. It is prepared whenever you want to do it.
If Dot wanted to make some alchemical creations, could she
What did
do
you want
that?
to make? Yeah, of course. What did you want to make?
I want to make ooze grease. Is what
the heck is this? Ooze grease.
It's ooze,
Get out of
comma
the grapple.
grease. Yes, ooze, comma grease.
This concoction can spread over a medium or small creature's body as a full round action. It provides a +4 on a scale to help with the grapples. But it gives a -1 penalty to disarm checks, grapple checks started through. And how long does this set? One application lasts for up to 1 hour and can be removed with soap and water. Yes, you can try to make these. How many did you want to make?
I'll make 4, one for each person. And well, yeah, we'll do 4. I have a portable alchemist kit. Possibly...
Well, yeah, it depends on your check and whatever. Okay, yeah, so let me put this in the calculator, and then I'll get you to roll in a second. And then that'll tell me how many you get. So this costs 50 GP each. But you get your discounts, which I'm going to apply. And the DC is 25. And I need your check.
It is there in the chat, sir.
Thank you. 26. I think
Yeah, just barely.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll get... yeah, you'll just get to be able to make 1. But that will only cost you 17 gold to make 1.
Okay, not bad.
But yeah, you guys, it's not a rush, so if you want to do multiple of these checks to make multiple... I can't remember how many... Is there like a limit how many you can make a day? I always forget how this works.
Yeah, there is a limit. I know that you have to spend so long doing it.
Yeah, let's just double check. To make something. Determine how much time and money it takes to make an item. How much time does this take? And then you have completed a few success. Oh right, this is it takes you a week per check, but I said that's kind of dumb. So we'll do like the check per day. So yeah, if you want to
Okay.
do a few more days in town while you guys are doing all these things, you can give me as many checks as many days you want to just gather your things. You guys definitely know you don't have unlimited time to stay here because eventually, as the bureaucracy moves, they will have warrants out for you guys. So you definitely have a max a week. So you've already used 2 or 3 days. So you have another like at least 4 days where you're comfortable that you don't have to hightail it out of here. So you can give me a max of 4 more checks if you want. Or I don't know how many you wanted. So 28. I think that'll still just get you 1, but let's double check. Yes, unfortunately that's still a 1. And just remember it's 17 gold for each of these. Oh, 23 is a failure, so that day is a fail. So I think you just expend...
The 17 for...
Is it the full cost that you lose? I thought you just... if it fails, what happens? Oh, it's if you miss by 5 or more, you ruin half the raw materials and have to pay half the original costs again. But if you fail by 4 or less, you just make no progress on it. So you
Okay.
are within the 5. So you just kind of like messed it up a bit, or it takes a little longer than you thought. So yeah, just no progress on that day.
Okay. And then on the last day, Dot's like, I've been a real freaking idiot.
Why?
Why?
Because she consumes some tears to wine before she does this check.
Well, theoretically, I don't know if it should technically work because I think you are doing this like over the course of the day, and this doesn't last a day. So Dot was actually very smart. She knows she couldn't do that anyway.
All right.
Yeah. There you
Well,
go.
last day.
Another one of these things that you want for another 17
All
gold.
right. So that'll give us 3. So, and hopefully, at least, some of us are strong enough to break out of it or not be, grappled. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you'd probably want to give it to your 3 weakest grapple checks or whatever. Or, I guess, yeah, I don't know. You do it however you want. Because some people are obviously planning not being close to them anyway, so maybe, but then it's a risk if they do somehow get close to you, who knows, right? So.
Absolutely.
Up to you. Any other things you want to do? Any other items you guys want to scour around while Dot's crafting these? While she's stuck in the lab, cooking.
Oh, I'm still buying.
Oz is out shopping at all the shops, buying all the nice things for you guys.
Women be shopping.
Yeah, we'll keep Oz talking while she's shopping.
Yeah.
I'm sure she stays out of trouble.
Yeah. What about you?
I
Gamma,
guess-
if any- Oh, go ahead.
Oh no. I don't know. Do Gamix next.
Yeah, Gamix, do you have anything specific that Gamix wants to do? This could be the last time you're in Rachel for some time. I don't know if there's any fan meetups you want to do, or
You want to burn down that one dude's stall while we're here?
Oh my god.
Just do more crimes?
Why not? No.
yeah, you need a new Wayfinder or what?
I think GamX would just be like doing some training.
Yeah, you can definitely.
Oh yeah, that actually, speaking of that, is what Oz would be doing as well. So Oz would be doing the hit point training to get 1 more hit point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and anyone else can do
I'll
that.
do that with you.
Yeah, Dot, I wouldn't let you do that, even though you probably really want to. But you've been crafting, and but you've been doing more than you can do technically. So you're busy. You're doing the crafting. You're drinking some potions, doing crazy stuff. So you don't
okay
got
with
time
that.
for you don't have time for retraining HP. But Gamix, that's something you could do as well.
What was that again?
You take 3 days and you raise your max HP by 1. So you
Oh.
would go over to the features section and you would edit your thing manually, and the line that has your HP total under details, you would change that, you would increase that by 1.
Does it matter which of the classes that I change?
No, you just can't go above whatever that maximum number is.
Yeah, I think
I
it should
need to
even
spend
give
money
you
for
like,
it.
yeah, it should give you like a little thing that says like retrain potential when you're like hovering over it. So that basically just says like if you have time, you can retrain. It gives you like a this out of this. So like as Steve was saying, you can't go above what you max could have had. If you see that.
And I will also do.
Whitney, were you able to get back in the game, or is it not letting you in still?
Yes, I finally did. I am
Ooh, nice. Okay.
trying to see. So I'm in my class under details, and where do we change to get the 1 extra? Oh. Is it the favorite class bonus?
No, when you're in the thing, when you click the edit button next to the class, there's a under details, there's a line that says hit points. Do you see that there? And then you just increase that number by 1, but you have to put in the number. You can't put a +1 or it'll break. Remove the money.
Done.
Just 63 from this.
Very nice. And yeah, if you guys need time to figure out what to do with all this wealth before you leave, we can maybe end a little bit early. Or if you guys are ready, we can always go to the combat. I just don't want to force it on you if you want time to mess
No,
with your
we have
gear
like
properly.
a metric fuck ton of wealth. I still have 30,000 gold to get through.
Jeez. Okay.
Because we sold, like, I was planning on stuff for getting us to like 20,000 gold, and then you dumped another 10 Gs on us.
Well, you murdered a wizard, so what do you want me to do?
Actually, a little more than 10 Gs, but yeah, I've been burning through that. And the problem is, like, we're at the 7th and 8th level are always the worst level, because like all the stuff you really want is like you can get one of them for one party member, you know, and everything in between, everything cheaper is just like, but I'm gonna level out of this next time we get a big batch of money.
But yeah, unless you guys have anything specific you want to do, perhaps I can gather the party on the home screen here and give you guys some holiday bonus experience and roleplay experience.
What?
John's just giving us this because I didn't give them as much bonus as they wanted last session.
No,
Although John actually fought on my side for the, for why it wouldn't matter if we got
a fellow GM listening to Rain and the other player.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, was there anything anyone wanted to do specifically?
You're done. You cannot just bite me. That's not cool.
I don't have anything.
Okay, then I will give you your RP experience, quest experience, and your holiday bonus. And your character should get a nice little XP boost as you guys have spent some time retraining, relaxing, experimenting, signing autographs, doing all the things the hero. Well, it's Dodge. She was experimenting with the new spell she has.
Yeah, Whitney's just trying to pull a me.
And yeah, then we can hang out and discuss anything we want to, but in terms of stream time, we'll cut it here, and we'll plan for come back after the holidays, and you'll fight some stone giants and the other giants and do all the things. So yeah, let's cut the stream there. GG's.